Now we will discuss about view equivalence and view serializable. It is one of the most simplest topic. Over here also we will have to follow an algorithm, a simple algorithm. Let's have a look at the algorithm and then we will solve some problems. Now, if we consider a schedule S with 3 transactions, let's assume transaction T1, T2 and T3, and this is a non-serial schedule. Now, if I want to convert this into a serial schedule, then what will be the number of combinations that I have? Will be n factorial. So in this case it will be 3 factorial. So basically we will have 6 different combination of serial schedules. So the combinations would be what? 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2 and 3, 2, 1. Now coming to view equivalence and view serializable. If a non-serial schedule is view equivalent of a serial schedule, then it is view serializable. I repeat, if a non-serial schedule is view equivalent, if this non-serial schedule is equivalent to this serial schedule or this serial schedule or this serial schedule or so on, then we can call that schedule as view serializable. That means this non-serial schedule gives you the same result and this serial schedule also gives you the same result. So if a non-serial schedule is view equivalent of a serial schedule, then it is called as view serializable. So the algorithm is pretty simple. We have only 3 steps over here. So 2 schedules S and S dash. So one is a non-serial schedule and the other one is a serial schedule, are said to be view equivalent if the following 3 conditions hold. Now the first condition says that the number of instructions should be the same in both the schedules. The second condition speaks about the initial conditions, the intermediate conditions, the initial instructions, the intermediate instructions and the last instructions. What is the pattern of reading or what is the pattern of writing? We'll look at the example now. Now here we are having 2 schedules, schedule A and schedule B. Total number of instructions in transaction T1 of schedule A is 6. 3 instructions here, 3 instructions here. If you look at the same serial schedule, you get to see that all the 6 instructions are over here. With respect to transaction T2 of schedule A, we have only 3 instructions, and with respect to schedule B, we have 3 instructions. So same set of instructions in non-serial, same set of instructions in the serial schedule. Same set of instructions in T2, same set of instructions in T2 of schedule B. Now according to the algorithm, we check for the initial instructions, intermediate instructions and the last instruction. Now, what is the first similarity over here? The first similarity, A1 is equal to B1. Now what is A1? A stands for schedule A, 1 indicates for the first row in schedule A. Both the statement read the value from the database. Now if we look at transaction T1 from schedule A, it reads a database item X. But from where does it read? It reads it directly from the database. In schedule B, transaction T1 also performs a read operation which reads this database item directly from the database. So here there is a similarity. Next, A4 reads a value written by A3. A4 reads a value that is written by A3. So basically transaction T2 is reading a value that is updated by or that is written by T1 and not from the database. Now we will see with respect to schedule B, the same pattern is there in schedule B also. Now over here we see that transaction T2 reads a value which has been updated by transaction T1. And right? So here also it does not read the value from the database. It reads the value which has been updated by transaction T1. So B7 reads the value written by B3. So here also the pattern is the same. Next, A9 in T1 is the last statement that updates the value of Y. So transaction T1 of schedule A is the last operation which updates the value of Y. In schedule B, transaction T1 is the last operation that updates the value of Y. So in schedule B, B6 in T1, this should have been T1. Okay, so this is T1. B6 in T1 is the last statement that updates the value of Y. Next, A4 reads the value of Y from database. So here, this instruction directly reads the value of Y from the database. Instruction number 7 from transaction T1 reads the value of Y from the database. With respect to schedule B also, we have a read statement which reads the value of Y from the database. So here also the pattern is the same. So since schedule A is view equivalent to schedule B, it is called as view serializable. So in this case, this was a non-serial schedule and this is a serial schedule. So when a non-serial schedule is view equivalent, then it is called as view serializable. Now an assignment for you all, you have to find whether schedule A and B is view equivalent or view serializable.